I'm back, and I'm somebody's mom. What the hell? I literally can't get anything done anymore, so I'm probably gonna have to do most of my videos like this. He's calm, he won't interrupt, he's just chilling. He's chill. He's a chill baby. If I try and put him down, he's probably gonna wake up. But it's a bit distracting. I can't fully focus on you guys if he's here. So let me go and try and get rid of him. What's up people? I'm Nush. I'm back on YouTube after my little break whilst I was pushing out a child. For those of you that are only just tuning in, hi, hello. I'm Nush. I'm a TV presenter, broadcaster, host, podcaster, you name it, I do it. I'm also now a mum, which is freaking weird. I think it's really important for women to share their birth stories, especially when they have positive experiences, because childbirth is a scary thing. So I'm gonna start off first video back by sharing my birth story with you guys. Women are in labour for an average of 8 hours, I believe, and it's usually longer for your first child. And I was in labour for a total of 12 hours, so I don't think that was too bad. I started having contractions at about 6 PM, and then mini Mr. M came along at about 6:26 AM. At the time of my contractions, I was out with my mum and dad. There was no sign of labour, right? This was 2 days before my due date. I was fine. I was just kind of heavy, big, obviously. And then I started getting some sort of tight period pain style pains. No one told me contractions felt like period pains. I mean, hello? Like, I would have really appreciated that nugget of information. But because I had experienced that throughout my pregnancy, which was my uterus expanding, I thought, okay, it's fine. It's just, you know, getting ready. But then I went to the toilet and there was a bit of blood. So I was like, okay, that's not normal. I was like, okay, probably should head home. So I went home and obviously having a home birth, so didn't really need to do much. I packed a quick hospital bag in case anything was to get complicated. I'd have to end up in hospital. But apart from that, at the beginning, the contractions were manageable. I put on some music. What was so great about being at home, I could literally just do whatever I wanted, eat whatever I want. Music, candles, everything was nice. I put some salsa on, and then every time I had a contraction, I just sort of danced it off. That really helped. My birthing partner came, be it not Mr. M, my birthing partner who's my friend, to get me through this. She came, bought me some treats, you know, frozen grapes. She bought me some grapes that she froze, and that was amazing through her labour. Coconut water, keep me hydrated, that was amazing. I didn't really feel like eating. They say that you should keep eating and also sleep between contractions, but bro, who's got time to sleep in like 2 minutes? So I didn't get any sleep or eat much apart from grapes. When I was about halfway, I called the midwife and she came over, and when she came over I got in the birthing pool because I was in quite a bit more pain. And when I got in this pool, let me tell you, it was like I had just died and gone to heaven. It was sensational. It was better than an orgasm. My contractions started getting more intense, closer together, and then sometimes I didn't even get a break. They would just be like doubling up. I didn't know that was gonna happen. And also it was going through the night, so everyone was kind of exhausted. But you can't tell a baby, you know, what time to come. Like, yo, can you just do it at like 10 AM? Oh shit, I had a cry. That might mean I have to stop. Oh god. Okay, anyway, let me crack on before it's too late. And she offered me some gas and air. Great, can't wait for gas and air. Mr. M was like, you sure you want that? And I'm like, go, just get out, go. I don't need you right now. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. I'm doing this all naturally. Hello? Do you see any like painkillers, anything going on here? No. I'm pushing a watermelon out my vagina. Didn't really help that much with the pain, but I tell you, it was great to regulate my breathing. And because I'd done a hypnobirthing course, it was all about the breathing. I tell you what, the breathing kind of goes out the window when you're in that much intense kind of discomfort. I think I was about 8 centimeters dilated. She called the second midwife. She came along. Hey, you're right. Yeah, cool. Didn't notice she was here for a long time because I just was in this zone. Then she's like, right, time to get out. You need to get out now. Like, let's try and speed things along. So I got out, which was intense. Yeah, that was an intense waddle. To the toilet, and as soon as I sat on the toilet, my waters broke. And I thought that waters broke at the beginning of labour, but apparently they can just break at any time, so I wasn't really sure. And I thought maybe they would break in the pool, in the pool, and I wouldn't notice, but they didn't. And then when it happened, I also thought I wouldn't notice. It might be like a little bit, like a little drizzle. No, it was like a splash. It was huge. Like, you're not gonna miss this. So waters broke. Then I reckon it was about like 4 or 5 contractions later, about 20 minutes later, little matey boy was here. That period, the second down stage, I think they call it, of labour, the pushing, breathing out stage, was pretty intense. But by that point, he was so exhausted and been through so much, you kind of didn't really notice that whole like ring and fire thing they say when his head comes out. That's pretty bad. But you, again, you're just kind of so overwhelmed with what's going on. I wish I'd got out of the birth pool sooner, because I feel like gravity helped in that situation. When I stood up, he kind of just dropped and came out. Well, it wasn't as easy as that. I'm gonna have to go get him, aren't I? Gotta go. This is Shaka. Say hi, buddy. Hey. Hi. Don't look so scared. Mum life, never know what's gonna happen, and I don't think I have time to record this any later, so we're just gonna have to keep going with little man here. I'm just telling the people about how I managed to push you out. You weren't this big, by the way. Look, he's 6 weeks old now, so don't worry, I didn't push this whole massive thing out of me. You're big now, innit? Where was I? I sat on a chair with my legs up, like in a squat position. Mr. M went down there to see what was going on. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, you up here, right now, up by my face, not down there. I know what's gonna happen down there, and you might not love me after you see that, so come up here. So he sat behind me on the chair, and yeah, a few contractions later, I just sort of breathed them out, more so than pushed. The midwife dropped him, bro. Like, the midwife fully dropped my child. He was so slippery, but luckily she had paper pillows on the floor, so he dropped on the pillows. But he wasn't even crying. I didn't even notice, you know. I was so overwhelmed. It was then later when they were like, do you realise she dropped our child? But he was here, which was amazing, and we got some really important like skin to skin time, and he managed to latch on and suck like nothing out my boob, because milk doesn't come through for a couple of days. And we made sure that we did delayed cord clamping, because we didn't want his umbilical cord to be cut straight away, because 30% of babies' blood is still in the placenta when they're born, so it's important to let them get all their blood. And so we asked the midwife to do delayed cord clamping. So as soon as the cord goes like white and stops pulsating, then there's no more blood left and it's safe to cut. So anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour that we did that. Mr. M cut your little umbilical cord. But then I had to go and deliver the placenta. No one told me about that. Another couple contractions later, and it's obviously it's like this jelly sack, so nothing, like, it's not as bad as this, but it's still a contraction and still something you have to kind of push out, so it's a bit of an extra little last minute thing. So yeah, I know I'm pretty hardcore. I feel like a superwoman after what I did, but the most hardcore thing I've ever done in my life was getting stitches, because I did tear. Most women do tear. In the last few weeks before my due date, I was making sure that I was giving myself a perineal massage, right? Because apparently you tear your perineal. So I was doing that, cool. Comes to it, it's my bloody labia that tears. Can you imagine? And so the midwife was like, yeah, for aesthetic reasons, you're going to want me to stitch this up. Like, oh my god. But at this point, I've been through so much, I was like, okay, just do it. Got my gas in there, and I fully get stitches in my labia with no anaesthetic. I mean, come on. It's pretty good, right? I was pretty impressed with myself. Are you impressed? Okay, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't understand. You're a man. It wasn't even the pain so much of the contractions. It was more the duration. having to kind of go through each contraction, you know, the roller coaster, up and down for such a long period of time, and it's just exhausting, especially going through the night. That is the hardest thing. So you just got to make sure you do everything you can to keep your energy levels up. And yeah, it's like a marathon basically. You right, buddy? But then you get this cute thing at the end, so it's kind of all right, innit? Innit? Very grateful for my birthing partner, for my partner. Yeah, grateful for this little nugget of joy. Even though you disturb my videos, I will try and get a babysitter next time to look after you while I shoot my video. But hey, it's okay because I wanted to introduce you to the world anyway. I've changed the name of my series, by the way. This is now I'm a Mum, What Now? Because I am a mum, and what now basically? I don't really know what's gonna happen. We've just kind of been winging it for the past few weeks, and I have got some stories for y'all, for show. I don't think it'll be weekly anymore because I haven't got as much time as I used to, but I will be here at least once a month, sharing my new motherhood stories with y'all. I also have been working with the BBC Tiny Happy People to produce some content for you guys about new motherhood, so make sure you go and follow that platform. I'll tag it in the description so you can see what we get up to on there. Thank you guys so much for still being here and following my journey, my pregnancy journey. I've had so many nice messages from you guys about your own pregnancy. Any mums out there that can give me some advice? It's needed. It's needed. Peace out.